Man, this guy just wants to stay around me. I don't blame him. I did give him a cookie. What's up, Agents? Zero here, and welcome back to another Minecraft Pocket Edition add-on showcase. And today we're going to be taking a look at something rather interesting. So if you guys have been following the activity on PC Minecraft, they added in a mob called the Parrot, which honestly I like the idea of having it in. It's the first bird type mob to be added into the game, and supposedly they're supposed to be added to Minecraft Pocket Edition 1.1. However, I haven't really heard too much about that other than they're supposed to be in there. I don't think they're actually going to make it in there, but whatever. But this is actually an add-on that's got the concept feature behind the actual Parrot itself. Now, normally I like to stay away from these kind of concept add-ons strictly because I'd rather wait and see this stuff actually come to Pocket Edition rather than take a quick look at it beforehand. But we're kind of a ways away from 1.1, and I honestly don't see them coming in 1.1. I know some people think they are, but I really don't think they are, but we can take a look at it. So this is what the Parrot actually looks like, and as far as the add-on is concerned, this is actually a bat. So it kind of has the exact same behavior as a bat, obviously, and I actually know quite a bit about these guys. However, I don't think they have the exact same behaviors for the actual Parrot in PC as they do in this add-on. I know for a fact that these guys are supposed to spawn in jungle biomes. Obviously, I'm not actually in a jungle biome. I just kind of spawned in a regular world, and I couldn't find the jungle, so I just built this setup in a flat area. That's kind of why I'm here. So yeah, these guys actually have 3 hearts total, and according to the website that I'm currently looking at, 2 hearts if it's a baby parrot. I've not seen a baby parrot though. These guys come in 4 different colors naturally, and they have a 5th color for the add-on itself. Naturally, they come in at, hold on. Okay, here we go. They come in at blue, cyan, green, and red. This is red, and the most recent update to this add-on add a gray parrot. I'm not entirely sure what that looks like. I haven't seen any screenshots of that just yet. Okay, so yeah, that's most about the parrots. They spawn in jungles. Obviously, they're flying around because they are birds. Now, you can, in fact, actually tame these guys, and you actually tame these things with cookies. I just call them a thing. I really don't need to be calling them that. So, you tame these guys with cookies, and I set this up because these guys are incredibly hard to be able to catch, to actually tame. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to be able to tame him. I can at least try. Okay, I did, in fact, tame him. Good. So now I want to assume he's going to end up I want to assume he's going to follow me. So if I go ahead and break this glass, is he going to follow me out, or is he just going to fly around? I don't think he realizes he can get out. Oh, there he goes. And no, he's just flying off. I guess I should have expected that. You know what, let's just go ahead and let him roam around at this point. And oh yeah, I might as well go ahead and, oh, he just teleported to me. So apparently he does technically stick around. Now, one thing I do know about the parrots is that once they're tamed, if they're actually in the game itself, once they're actually tamed, and hold on, nope, never mind. They will not only follow you, but you can get them to sit on your shoulder. I know for a fact they can do that. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Yeah, this is what the spawn egg looks like. And ordinarily the spawn egg for the bat doesn't actually look that. And something I didn't actually mention is that it's actually renamed to Parrot. Some people will actually rename items in add-ons so that they're actually correct. Some people don't do that, so I'm really glad that the creator was able to do that. Makes a nice touch. Now, there are two other things that I do want to mention about these guys, and they're actually in reference to mobs, more specifically the undead mobs. So if I come around to the back, and yes, I do realize there's only one repeater, quasi-connectivity will power both of these at the same time. So we got the parrots in this one. In this one we have zombies. Now this will also work with husks. Now zombies will actually actively try to stay away from Parrot. I was not expecting him to go down onto the ceiling. Then again, he is technically a bat. And as you can tell, the zombie is actively trying to stay away from these bats. And like I said, husks do the exact same thing. I wonder, maybe if I go ahead and walk a little bit of a distance away. Yeah, I think he just teleported out. Unless, no, it didn't spawn into. Okay. So that's zombies and the husks for you, even though I only showed you guys the zombie. Now, as I mentioned, it was technically undead mobs that are affected by this. So, if I go in here, there's the parrot again, and this time, it's a skeleton. And I haven't actually tested this. I do not know how well this is going to work. Man, this guy just wants to stay around me. I don't blame him. I did give him a cookie. Alright, so let's go ahead and spawn these in. Now, the skeleton is actually actively trying to attack our little parrot friend that's in there, and because of how close he is to the actual parrot itself, he's obviously not doing a very good job, and this goes for strays as well. And I haven't tested whether or not they will actually actively try to go after you if they're already going after a parrot. And he's actually attacking the parrot now. Alright, so he actually did manage to kill the parrot, which I shouldn't have been surprised about that. That came out weird. They will actively attack parrots, and parrots will drop, it says, 0 to 3 feathers when killed, which makes sense because they are actually birds after all. And one final thing about parrots, which I don't think I actually ended up mentioning, is that they're actually supposed to imitate the mobs around them. I haven't really noticed whether or not they're actually able to do that as far as this add-on is concerned, but they are supposed to imitate mobs around them. I have seen a few videos on PC where they do actually try to imitate them, and for a bird, they actually do a relatively decent job. I mean, it's not perfect, but they at least do okay. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are 5 different colors as far as the add-on is concerned. The way you install this add-on is you install the resource pack depending on which parrot you want in your world. Man, this guy just wants to stay around me. I really shouldn't be surprised. I did already feed him a cookie. I know I said this earlier. Now, I do not know whether or not, if they're actually in the game as opposed to being in an add-on, if they will actively try to come and find you if you have a cookie. I know other mobs in the game. I know chickens, pigs, cows, sheep, wolves and ocelots to some extent will do the same thing. With all those mobs will do it with their respective food items. I do not necessarily know parrots are the same way. I'd actually have to look that up, but if they actually do finally come into Pocket Edition, they are definitely going to be an awesome addition to the game. I know they're already an awesome addition to PC Edition, and one thing that I do know for a fact that they can do on PC that they would never be able to do on Pocket Edition because the mechanic just doesn't exist is that if you put a music disc inside of a jukebox, then they will actually dance to it. Now, it's just kind of like bobbing up and down side to side, but it's still relatively interesting that they're doing that, because I do know parrots and birds in general will do that. I mean, he just keeps flying off in the distance and then teleporting back to me. It's kind of funny. But I think that's just about it for parrots. Obviously, there's not a whole heck of a lot going on as far as the add-on is concerned, but for a concept add-on for what's eventually to come, this is actually relatively good. I'm not going to get over the fact this guy keeps just teleporting back and forth. And again, most pets do that anyway. But you know what? That's actually going to have to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Well, more than make sure to hit that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching. And before I end this off, I almost forgot. The link to the download page will in fact be in the description. So if you guys want to check out this add-on for yourself, you can. It is technically a concept add-on, so there's not too much in. You'll also be able to get to take a look at what the other textures look like. I did mention there's 5 of them. I don't know if the 5th one is going to make it into the final game, but it's a nice addition nonetheless. But yeah, with that, I will see you guys later.